Hey, morning, guys. This is a nice, easy Tuesday morning for me. You know, if I was training for a race, I would have been up at 4:45 and running with my running club at 5:30 a.m., literally an hour before sunrise. But, you know, you're not always pressing the gas, the pedal to the metal every day, every week. There are times where you are progressing. There are times when you are recovering. And just like we have eating and fasting cycles, activity recovery cycles, time to do solo things for your discipline and spirituality, as well as time for fellowship with the group, be it through your church or club or volunteering, whatever. There's also progressions in life where you're building to a crescendo for, say, a race or an event, or to meet a goal, like, say, losing weight, and you know it's going to be 6 months where you're going to have to focus and make some hard decisions and some sacrifices, knowing that, you know, once you achieve those goals, then you lighten up a little bit and allow your body to settle into its new normal of a healthier, more upbeat spirit, and of course, physical condition. So I'm sharing a little bit with you today on this nice Tuesday morning because, one, I have to create some content for you guys. Although I would prefer to just speak to you when I'm inspired, like any writer or athlete or worker, creative, you have to have some discipline too. So I have decided that I'm going to try to have conversations with you, the audience, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on YouTube, where I put forth a video, a reel, and then I'll have shorts posted to some other platforms. I think I learned that on YouTube, if I have shorts and I put forth long forms, that they, even though they're two separate algorithms, it can be counterproductive since I'm just building a following. Oh, and speaking of that, as this retired Chicago boy in Kenya, in Nairobi, traveling, enjoying the world, if you like what's going on, go ahead and subscribe. You know, I'll try to keep it entertaining for you as well as informative and inspiring. Please comment. You know, most people watch and don't say anything. And if you're watching on, say, your TV, you're probably not going to be able to type something in. But if you're on your phone or something, you know, send me a comment. Tell me where you're at. If you dream about traveling abroad when you retire, if you have health goals that you want to get yourself fit so that when you retire, you can enjoy it. So, you know, just please do that. But right now, as you see this morning, I just prepared some coffee. I just prepared my coffee. I'm taking it nice and easy today, watching the news. I'm an Army vet. It's a little unsettling what I'm seeing, but I'm not a politician and I'm not here to ever comment on politics. So sorry if anybody wants to hear about that, you're not going to get it from this channel. I'm here because no matter what your leanings, socially, politically, etc., how you want to worship, none of that is my concern. My concern is that every person have a chance to be healthy, strong, vital, because if you're vital and your body's functioning correctly, you're probably sane. And that means you probably have more love in you. You're probably going to be nicer to your kids. You're going to do a good job at work. You're going to greet people with a smile because you're not in ill will or ill health. So see, that's what I'm about. So you guys that are doing the stuff that I guess gets more viral traction, it looks like my channel is going to be a slow grower, but hopefully I will only produce valuable content. And we'll see how it grows. We'll see how it grows. You know, I haven't said anything controversial. I'm not a passport bro. My God, I'm 63. What am I passport broing about? Now, I'm not going to say that my dating life isn't spectacular, because it is. You know, I'm a guy that's still vital and still strong, and I take care of myself. You know, I don't have to ask anyone for anything. So I think no matter where I go in the world, there will be a young lady or two that may take notice of me, you know, and that's fine because I appreciate being appreciated. But I'm not here on this channel to promote that. But I do want you to know as you reach retirement, especially, many of us mature men, we might be single, divorced. We've raised our kids, we've had a marriage, but peacefully split in separate directions. The wife had different goals in life, and she wanted to pursue them, and you had a direction that you wanted to go. So if that happens, take heart, get yourself together, get your body and your mind together, and get out there and salsa again, and somebody will recommend you. Somebody will be happy to have met you. So just keep that in mind, guys. Life isn't over at 50, life isn't over at 60. Just work on yourself. Become your best self. It's not too late to do so. And let's make the best out of this third trimester. Okay? We know what life expectancies are. In Chicago, where I'm from, in my old neighborhood, which is in the Black community, which is probably economically more overlooked or disadvantaged, the life expectancy of a man is only around 59 in the hood. But it goes up like 13 years once you go a few kilometers away into a more affluent area where you'll see less people that look like me. We can beat all of those odds simply by having some knowledge in our tool belt, some tools, a positive spirit, a desire to overcome obstacles. You can change your health outcomes without being rich. I'm far from it, never have been. I've had well-to-do years, I've had struggling years, but the one thing that's been consistent is that I've always had a fighting spirit. So find your fighting spirit and fight back against the statistics that tell you that you don't have a bright future, that you're not going to amount to anything more. There's still plenty to accomplish, plenty of goals to meet, so let's set some. Where are you at right now in your health? How's your body feel? Are you feeling active? Are you depressed? Are you still curious? Are you in awe about our astronauts that just passed around the far side of the moon further than any humans have ever flown? Are you excited about that? Because in spite of all the bad news, there's always something inspiring going on around you if you just have the eyes to see it. Okay, that's enough ranting. That's my 7.5, 8 minutes of fame. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll try to get it up on YouTube tomorrow, Wednesday. And maybe I'll put in some snippets of any physical activity I do today. Because after this lazy morning, I do plan to spend some time in the gym. I miss that early morning window where I like to run outdoors, where the air is fresh, before traffic and rush hour. So maybe the gym would be best for me today. And just get in a little work, a little sweat, see, that's what I mean. Develop your appetite to do these hard things. You'll love it. You will love it. I know it seems like a bridge too far, but once you step off the couch and you just start walking or moving, you will slowly rebuild your basis for enthusiasm. It will come back. Okay? Don't give up. All right, that's enough. Let me get on with it. Take out the trash, prepare a little breakfast. What am I making? 3 eggs. I've got I found some really tasty chicken sausage from a vendor here in Nairobi, and I've got some of that. So eggs, chicken sausage, you know me, I'll have a salad with fresh avocado, homemade dressing. It's probiotic, got some roughage, that's what we used to call fiber, roughage. So I think I've got some spring greens, arugula, things like that, all good for you. So I'm going to have that tasty breakfast. I don't have any bread. Sorry, guys. No croissants. None of that today. Although sometimes I do like to have it around. But it's a condiment. It's not the basis of my nutritional foundation. Okay, that's what I'm about to do. What are you going to do? All right. Here in retirement from Nairobi, Kenya, it's your coach, El Cid Areno. Peace out. Again? Breakfast, I just put some kimchi, that's fermented cabbage, Korean dish. Most nutritionists, those in the know, our functional medicine doctors and others, ask us to have 1, 2, 3 servings of a fermented food each day. Now that might be your whole fat plain Greek yogurt. That might be kimchi, fermented cabbage. In Germany, the version is called sauerkraut. It might be something like that. That's a fermented food. No, we're not talking about alcohol. We're talking about foods that are fermented. Things like this apple cider vinegar have some fermented probiotic properties as well. So when the nutritionists say to have a little bit of that diluted in water, maybe before a meal or before bed, because it lowers insulin and all that, hey, that's not a joke. Those are good habits. Sometimes late in the evening after dinner, when another person might want a sugary snack or something, I'll take a little apple cider vinegar, about half a shot glass, put it in a half cup of water, and I'll sip it. I like the sour taste for some reason. Not too much fluid before bed, obvious reasons, but I'll have a little bit of that, and for some reason, I enjoy it. So, go figure. But anyway, a little bit of minced onion, which I'm mincing right now, and I've actually got a little garlic here also that I'm going to mince, because when I prepare eggs, I want a little garlic in my eggs this morning. Sorry, don't kiss me, I'll have garlic on my breath. But you know that it has antimicrobial properties. The chemical allicin in the garlic is very beneficial to us, and it makes the eggs taste good. So anyway, if it doesn't taste good, why are you eating it? So that's what's about to happen. I've got some eggs there that I'm going to whisk up in a bowl. For each egg, I generally put in about a teaspoon of cold water. I know, I guess that's a French method. Helps me whip it up to have more fluffy eggs when I scramble them, or even omelets if I'm making an omelet. So that's what's happening. I've got some salad rinsing that I just soaked in some cool water with a little baking soda, bicarbonate, to strip away any chemicals or pesticides that are on our greens. Soak them for, I don't know, 8-10 minutes, I guess. I'm sure some doctor will tell you 10 to 12 minutes, but soak them. Now I'm going to rinse them in some fresh water and wring them out and put them in a salad bowl to serve. I'm going to put the kimchi and I have a tiny bit of avocado left. I'm going to put that on top. I'm going to blend up my dressing with that apple cider vinegar I just showed you. I've got some extra virgin olive oil, if you can get it, some balsamic vinegar, and my typical dressing that I'm going to prepare. And I'm going to get down to breakfast. I'll take a picture after it's done so you can get an idea. And then I'll also let you know how much time has passed since dinner when I have this first meal, so that you can get an idea of my intermittent fasting routines. It's not the same amount of time every night. I know they sell you on 18-6 and OMAD and 16-8. And I adhere to that, doing 16-8, 16 hours of fasting, 8-hour eating window for at least a year and a half, until I got rid of that extra 6 inches I had around here, and I got all of that down. Once I got my metabolism under control and my body weight where I wanted it to be, and food cravings, and I was able to fast successfully. Once all that happened, now it's natural to not eat first thing in the morning. It's also natural for me to have a dinner by, like, say 7 p.m. and then not eat again until maybe 10 the next day. Right now it's about 10 minutes to 10 a.m. Sorry, about 10 minutes to 10 a.m. here. And so you see, so I still accomplished about 15 hours, maybe 15 and a half by the time I sit down to eat. So, that's how it works. Developing a routine that's not forced, it's not mechanical. It's just your natural body rhythm. As you can tell, even though I haven't eaten any food, I'm not in a dire condition. I'm mentally alert. I'm in good spirits. I'm not being nagged by overwhelming food cravings like someone who's carbohydrate addicted might have, because they are not accessing their body fat as fuel, which you need to continually lower your insulin to train your body to access its fat stores, which unfortunately in the modern world, we're constantly putting things in our mouth that are stimulating to cravings. And so we never have an opportunity to use the fat that we're storing. So anyway, I'm sure there's another expert that can tell you more about it than me. I'm just living the life, not talking about it. Walk that talk. Let me get on with my breakfast. Okay, that's chicken sausage. Got a little ghee in the pan and a little water because it's fresh raw chicken sausage, so it's going to steam with the covered pot, and then later after it cooks through in the steam, then we will be browning it. Okay, that's how you do it, baby. I found a really good brand. Maybe one day I'll be pubbing up some individual brands and things. Let's see how that goes later on. Right now, I'm doing that. My salad is prepared. I guess I should show you. My salad is prepared and here, ready to go, along with my dressing. Hard at work at my desk, making that happen. But that's just a snippet. I'm going to get on with it, and then after that, I'll be preparing my eggs in the same or similar pan, and then I'll serve, then I'll eat, then I'm happy, then I get back to work.
A very interesting lifestyle, very stress-free.
Would you call this stress-free?
I would, because it seems that you enjoy doing these things, especially cooking.
Well, yeah, we don't have gender roles. Breakfast time. Be gone. Hey guys, you think that I'm supposed to be retired and I'm not working, but I was at my desk for many hours today, and only now at 3:20 in the afternoon am I able to break out and get away for some outdoor workout. So today my plan is to do a few drills. I wish I had someone to film this. I'm going to do A and B and C skips and other drills to work on my form. I'm going to run a few easy sprints, nothing 100% today, and then I'm going to do some upper body calisthenics. I suspect that after I warm up with dynamic warm-ups and perform these drills and then run this 6 to 8 bursts or sprints, I think we'll be looking at somewhere between 100 and 300 meter dashes that I'll be performing. Not sure how I want to configure that yet, but I just want to make sure my legs feel good, get that blood flowing, that heart rate up. Then I'll do a few calisthenics, cool down, stretch, call it a day. See, I think I can get the whole thing done in about an hour. So that's what's about to happen with your coach, the El Citarino. If I find a place to put this in with my YouTube videos, I'll plug it in. All right, be blessed. Talk to you soon. Thought I was going to do upper body calisthenics after my sprints today at the track. Not going to happen.